Hello? The mic here. Let's put it over here. Let's put it over here. Who is here? Feel like it's been forever since we've done a Moving the Magnets, and we're back. We're back until the end. And the end is back to back. Benny Parsons in the chat. How's your day, man? What have you been up to? How'd you get through the bye weekend, Benny? Digsby, how are you? Ready for some hot takes tonight? I've been missing them. I want the hot takes. Good day. Heaps of team talk, that's for sure. Heaps of team talk. Champ, here we go. AA187's in the chat. What's going on? Here we go. Here's trouble. Watch the other games, but not the same without Collingwood playing. It was a bit like that. Was there any good games from the weekend? Carlton Geelong was a runaway. You know what? North Melbourne versus Melbourne for me ended up being the most entertaining game. And now I love it when the teams who are towards the bottom ladder find this confidence that they're ready to springboard into a new, I guess, a period of their progression. So even North Melbourne versus the Bulldogs, which I think is before our game on the weekend, I'll keep an eye on it. I'll see what happens. I'm not opposed. Anthony, what's going on? Are you still at work? It'll be what, 3:30, 2:30 in Perth right now? Something like that. Saw a movie, A Quiet Place, day one. Yes, my brother is going to watch that this weekend. Big horror head. I don't know. Horror's not really my thing. I'm more of a... I don't really love movies. I don't have the patience or not the patience. I just can't sit through a movie. I'm just on YouTube these days, if I'm being honest. I'm just on YouTube. However, some of the all-time greats that I still love to today would be The Mask, Liar Liar, basically any Jim Carrey movie ever. Adam Sandler has some funny ones, some classics. Me, Myself, and Irene, that might be Jim Carrey though. Click is always good. Heaps. Yeah, love the classics. Love the classics. They're all slipping my mind right now. It always happens like this, doesn't it? But who else? Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler. Help me out, guys. What else? What do you guys watch? Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is okay though. I like his documentaries on Wrexham. Welcome to Wrexham. That's a good series if you guys want to check that out. Click is good. Jim Carrey, yes. Yeah. Fuck. What do I like? I don't know. Harrison Ford action movies are good. I have to suss that out. Digsby, if I'm being honest with you. Matthew McConaughey is always good. What was that movie that he was in? That really long one. And they made a show based on it. The Gentleman? The Gentleman was a good one. Star Wars, Indiana Jones. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Please forgive me. Yeah, please forgive me, Digsby. My apologies. Wolf of Wall Street was good. I love that scene. It's a good one. Funny scene. On the coconut waters. Guys, if you have these in your local, got to get around it. Cocoa Coast, natural coconut water. There's something about coconut water in a can. Can't have it out of a bottle. It has to be in a can. It has to be cold. And it goes quickly. I saw the press conference asked Fly about Logan McDonald. He said, we don't talk about players from other clubs, which is fair enough from his perspective because he's the coach and he's worrying about what we have ahead of us. But we will watch the interview. We'll watch the the pre-game press conference at around 6 o'clock. And then we'll go 6:20, we'll have the teams released. But yeah, obviously, Lockie Schultz out. There's rumours with Isaac Quaynor falling ill. De Goey's back. So that'll be interesting. Where does he play? Does he play in the midfield? Does he play in the forward line? De Goat. The GOAT. Yes, sorry. Yes, Pendles is the GOAT, and then De Goat, De Goey, second best. New Star Wars show sucks. I think, I don't know if you guys remember Halo. Halo was something I was massive on, the book or the books. The show, however, I forget what platform it's on. I don't want to watch it because I feel like things have gotten in the way of that show that have taken away from what Halo is all about. So I don't want to wreck my nostalgic feelings towards the Halo company, not the Halo company, the Halo story. Good presser. All right, looking forward to Benny. I don't watch it, and I try my best not to hear anything about the presser until we watch it here, guys. I try to share that moment with you guys. I won't play him for. I would play him for just to ease him in with the groin stuff and abdomen stuff, and they're all tied in. The abdominals and the groin, they're typically tied in through the hip flexor, so makes sense to maybe just play De Goey through the forward line for now. Thoughts on Zerha? I mean, he's playing well, isn't he? He's playing really well, to be fair. Do I see him at Collingwood? What is he? Is he what role, DMR, would you want to see him in? Because if you want him in that small to medium forward department, I think we're quite stacked there at the moment. What do you think? Wardlaw, big out for Roos. What's happened, Digsby? Is he gone? Like, is he leaving or is he injured? What's happening? He's playing for a contract, Jake Stringer type. He's playing like he's definitely playing like he's playing for a contract as well, which is funny. Jake Stringer type, yeah. I guess you'd hope Bo McCreary. Maybe Bo McCreary doesn't have the same ceiling. Maybe Reef McInnes can maybe do that to a certain extent. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know about Cam Zerha coming to Collingwood just yet. Concussed last few minutes of training. That's unfortunate. Geelong versus Essendon. Who is winning? Essendon, right? Surely. But it's the brothers that both steer the ship at each club, respectively, Chris and Brad. So, I don't know. Is there a narrative in that? Does Chris Scott? Is it Chris Scott at Geelong? Does he have something up his sleeve against his bro? Replacement for Myercheck. DMR, you're asking me some tough questions tonight. You're asking me some tough, like, for now? Well, Kruger's playing, right? Or are you saying once Myercheck's done, what exactly are you pointing towards? The future now, or what is it, DMR? Don't think Essendon beaten them for a while. Is it at GMHBA? If it is, I think Geelong are due for a win there. I don't know if they even won there this year. Post renovations. Maybe they need to strip down those seats again. I don't know. I'm not going to get upset if Zerha doesn't come to the club. Yeah, fair call. Fair call. I don't disagree. Logan McDonald, heavily linked to the Pies. Kareem, what's going on, brother? It's been a minute. Welcome to the chat. Heavily linked to the Pies. He is. And I think he's like the 5th or 6th highest scoring Sydney player at the moment this year. And he's a Collingwood fan. And he lives in Perth, but he's not in the heart of Perth, or he's from Perth. There's a chance. In the podcast, I think I said if I had to pick out of all the free agents, all the players who are up to be considered in acquiring. I think I went Bailey, Smith, and Barras. I think I'd still go that way. If my second option would be Bailey Smith and Logan McDonald after that. Wouldn't mind Wardlaw at our club. Yeah, maybe. Depends what we get him for. Depends what we can get him for, to be fair. Yeah. I don't know, Anthony. There's so many options. There's LDU as well. He'll be the new Prince of Perth. Sorry, Faz. Nah, Fazzy Boy will always be the Prince of Perth. He's my Prince of Perth. Fazzy Boy. What a joker. Whatever happened to that, man? What's he up to these days? What is the Prince of Perth getting up to? Anybody know? Alex for solo. What's he getting up to? News. On the 9th of January, former Collingwood forward Alex Fasolo said he believes Dane Swan is one of the 10 greatest footy players in history. Fazzy boy. Fuck, I forgot that. I forgot Fazzy went to Carlton. You guys remember that? Faz went to Carlton. Did he do anything at Carlton? He struggled there, didn't he? I know he had some off-field dramas, like personal issues and whatnot. Alex Fasolo. Fazzy boy. So he played 3 games for Carlton and lost all 3 of them. Lost all 3 and kicked 2 goals, I think. We should win. We should win. We should win. He did not much. Yeah, not much from memory. Yeah, you're right. Why don't the Pies ever chase forwards in a draft? Well, I guess we'd have to go pretty far back as far as picking up forwards in a draft. You'd have to say Travis Cloak comes to mind. We traded for Anthony Rocker. Let's dig into the archives here. Let's go back to so far as 2004. Yeah, so we got Travis Cloak in 2004. We drafted him. We drafted John Anthony. He gave us 51 games. Do you guys remember John Anthony? It seems like he's coming up with hot takes now. Daisy, Scott, and Heath and Faz all went to the dark side. They did. So John Anthony in 2005. We got Ben Reed in 2006. I think we drafted him as defender initially. Chris Dawsey gave us 121 games odd for Collingwood. Who else did we get? That's a forward. Lee Brown was a ruck forward, wasn't he? Premiership player. Got him as a mature age. I think he didn't accept any offers in free agency, so he went to the national draft. Something like that, right? 2009, nothing. 2010, we got not a whole lot. 2011, not a whole lot. 12, nothing. Scharenberg, but he's a defender, so he's not really key-sized. He's on the cusp. Darcy Moore, we drafted Darcy Moore initially as a forward. Who here wants him to play forward again at some point? If we get Brass, maybe that releases the shackles and allows Darcy Moore to play forward. I don't know. Just saying. Yeah, Darcy Moore in 2014. So then we were set for a few years, really. We got Sam McLarty. Didn't end up playing a game for Collingwood at pick 30. That's unfortunate. What else did we have? What else did we have here? Nathan Murphy. Stevenson was a medium-sized forward. Yeah, maybe it just seems like it's better or works out for Collingwood that we just trade for our key tools. But yeah, our most recent key tool forward acquisition and draft was a Darcy Moore. But the way Collingwood are playing these days, we're not overly dependent on our tall stocks throughout the regular season, at least the home and away season, right? In the final series, different story. We've pointed it out before. McStay, Cox, they all played crucial roles last year in the final series. Mason Cox in 2018. Dan McStay 2023. The reason why we lost, or the thing we were missing in 2018 was probably genuine key tool forward. You look what West Coast did to us. You look at Geelong, who had the key tools. They win that flag in 2022. 2021, Melbourne didn't have. They similar to us. They didn't really have a recognized key tool. They had Ben Brown, I guess. But we've been working really well with 4 small to medium-sized forwards who can play overhead. Like Bobby Hill he sits on shoulders. Lockie Schultz will try his best overhead. Jamie Elliott, unbelievable overhead, a great mark on lead. Reef McInnes can do the same. So that's why we haven't been overly dependent on him. What do you think the lineup should be, Gamer Boy? Kynan, I'm not too sure. I have an idea, but I want to save that for 6:20. Or do I want to save it? All right. So let's write this down. So here's my theory. All right. Here's my theory, okay? So we have, and let me get up my notes as well. I've actually written this down somewhere. Let's have a look. Let's go here. All right. So the thing is, Lockie Schultz out and Isaac Crane potentially out changes it. But so Pendlebury has to be in, and he has to be in, right? So if Pendlebury's an in, maybe you say Pendlebury SP10 for Sullivan, maybe, yeah. And then I have a DeGoey JDG, and then my check as well in. Schultz is out, so someone gets saved here. I was thinking initially Charlie Dean could be an out because I'd like to see Frampton in the back line and then Jeremy Howe in the forward line, and it'd be Jeremy Howe, Myercheck, and Kruger in the forward line along with the Smalls. So that's that there. And then maybe Reef McInnes holds his position. So Reef holds his position because Schultz is out. Otherwise, maybe he's out. And then TJ Taujath is out for Joe Richards. Although not like for like, maybe something gets shifted to fill that hole at the halfback flank. So those are my thoughts there. Let's see here. Ben Reid was selected as a keeper, but had the Ipswich kicking for goals to move to the back line. Yeah, and then he came back to the forward line, right? He came back to the forward line in the twilight of his career, no? Is Logan McDonald really worth the cost of the club? He's only 195. There's only one out of 48% goal. Would rather Tom Barrass. That's what I said. I'd rather Tom Barrass before Logan McDonald. I just don't know if you could go Bailey Smith and LDU. I don't know if we could afford him. I don't think we could afford those two. Depends on if we try to get either of the Whitlock twins in a draft this year. Guys, I've actually got a draft expert on the Pies Eyes podcast releasing this Monday, talking about our upcoming draft and the year beyond that. Talk about Tom McGuan, Luke Quaynor, who we should take with our second round pick, which we traded off with Hawthorn. So be ready for the Pies Eyes podcast on Monday. I think so. I think he was drafted as a forward. He's clearly got forward craft. Better off with that, depending on the key forward, as we have shown. Correct. Reef is sub again, probably. Is Richards back for shooter? That's what I'm thinking. And then Reef McInnes holds his position. JR, yep. Keep TJ in if Quaynor, yeah. So if Quaynor doesn't make it, TJ in 100%. Interesting game, yep, against a side that's unbeaten at home this season. Jeremy Howard is not and never will be a forward. Come on, Bernard. He's played well whenever he's played forward, in my opinion. Played well against North Melbourne. He played well against Carlton last year. Kicked 3 goals in a quarter. I don't know. There's a case. Don't rate Logan. Well, what you don't rate Logan to what extent? I don't rate Logan to an extent that I wouldn't give up 2 first-round picks. I'd give a mid first round pick away for him and maybe a second round pick. That's what I'd give up. Cox needs more game time. How do you mean? Let's go, champ. Hold on now. McDonald only kicked 21 goals all season. He's proven nothing. You can't sell the form from him. Well, maybe it's a good opportunity, Manny, to get him for unders, right? Get him for unders. Get him for a late first round pick. And McDonald would not spend any time in the ruck. He's key size, but he's not that tall. Markov in if Quaino is out? Question mark. I prefer TJ at this point. Guys, if you haven't noticed, I've got an emotional attachment to TJ for no reason. I believe in him, though. I believe in TJ. I'd bleed in TJ furthermore over bringing Markov back in if Quaino is out. That's my word. Stealth, what's going on? How was your day? What did you get up to? What did you get up to? Tell me. I demand it. Bought some merch today. What are we saying? So I'm modeling the Magpies varsity jacket. Thoughts? Feelings? Jack, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch the pre-game presser in 7 minutes. At 6 o'clock, we're going to listen to Fly McRae. I refrain from watching the pre-game presser up until moving the magnets. Question, did anybody see the thumbnail? It doesn't say moving the magnets. Did you realize that? It actually doesn't say moving the magnets. The show you are watching today, which is moving the magnets, the thumbnail does not say moving the magnets. Did anybody notice that? Just chilling, bro. Same. Just chilling, man. Just chilling, waiting for Collingwood. Watch along. Watch along this Saturday. Is that what you guys wanted? Do you guys like the watch along? Nice, bro. Looks good. Thank you. Manny, killer jacket. Here we go. Hey, Manny, I tried finding you on the Swoop as Squawk with Swoop. I couldn't find you. Send me the link in this chat. Send me the link in this chat. I want to see Manny in full flight. You look like the guy from Breakdance movie in the 80s, Ozone. All right, let me pull it up. Do I look like this person? 80s. Wait. Break. It says moving the magents, Jack. It says Magents. Not magnets, magents. So it was a spelling error, but I left it there. I left it for you guys to see if anybody will notice it. It's funny how, because you guys know that the show is moving the magnets, when you see the thumbnail, you guys don't pick up, or at least I didn't pick up that there was a spelling error because you just assume that it's moving the magnets. What is it? Breakdance. Ozone. Images. I look like him. You reckon I look? Let me pull this up. Theo. Present. Share screen. Let's. So you reckon I look like him? You reckon I look like him? This guy. Where's the resemblance? This guy looks funky as. Look at this dude. Red banner guy, more like. Anyways. Nice try. Is it the mustache? I don't know. Anyways, it's 4 minutes till we watch the pre-game presser, guys. Let me update this. I need to update. You've reached limit 8. Create. Delete one of your custom layouts from settings. Here we go. No. 1 sec, guys. There we go. It's a bit better. Scroll up. Red banner guy. Red banner guy. This guy. Dude. I don't like him. Anyways. Enough of that. Enough of that. Okay, let's see. Where's your partner in crime? Caleb is at footy training. He's at footy training. I've retired. I've retired from footy this year. I want to do moving the magnets every Thursday. It takes away, like, footy for me. I love footy, but playing footy takes up a lot of mind space for me. If I play footy, it becomes my priority naturally. I can't help it. It's inherent in me, my competitive nature. I can't half-ass something. So I don't want to go to footy training once a week and then rock up and play reserves or seniors or thirds. I need, like, whatever I'm playing, I need to be committed 100%. So that's where I'm at the moment. I need my Saturdays to do, like, edit documentaries and other videos that require time in front of the desk for an extended period. So, like the top 10 draft steals, that took me a whole day, literally a whole day to put together. And if I play footy leading into the game, my mind's on footy. I'm doing my rehab, my recovery. After the game, I'm knackered. I eat junk food. I'm watching. I go to the functions. I'm doing everything club related with the footy team all Saturday. The whole Saturday is just gone. And then Sunday, you're sore. You've got to do your recovery again. It's just Saturday and Sunday are crucial for me to keep up the workload on this channel for you guys. If I squint, maybe. What's happened to Jacob Ryan? I don't know. He's out of favor. Kynan. Crisp needs to be in halfback. Caleb called it an outrageous claim for me to consider that Nick Dacos and Jack Cripps, when Tom Mitchell, DeGoey, and Pendlebury are firing, he reckons it's an outrageous call for me to suggest that they will rotate through the halfback flank at some point throughout the games. Jack Crisp, he was more open to and understanding to a certain extent. Nick Dacos, he had his issues with, which is understandable, right? I mean, he's the best midfielder in the game almost when he is in the midfield, but he offers a lot in the halfback flank as well. That's all I'm saying. That Mustaki is fucking committed. It sure is. You're on Swoop Luke's latest live stream last week. Very nice. I'll have a look, Benny. I'll have a look after this. I'll have a look. Why? He's unbelievable in there. He is. He's, like I said, Steph, he's unbelievable. Are you saying unbelievable in the midfield or unbelievable in the half-back flank? Because both, right? My point was, and I made a video in the bye week about it, I made the point that our movement from end to end, and Manny, I saw your comment. I think you talked about it. Our turnover game is good. But guys, the last 4 grand finals, those teams in those grand finals were top 4 sides for moving the ball from defensive half to forward half. So we're nowhere near that right now. We're bottom 4. So you can't win. You can't win with that scoring profile right now, in my opinion. I like the idea of having Josh come off halfback. Yeah. Stealthy, you watched the podcast? Did you watch the podcast? Good man. So with my case with Josh Dacos is if nothing works out in halfback flank, we could put him there. Elite ball user, good defensive running patterns, good speed, clean, doesn't fumble, good at ground ball, will initiate many rebounds. And we have depth in the wing position. We've got Suicide Bottom, we've got Lipinski, we've got Harvey Harrison. And then you got your fringe players, you got your Bytels, your Ed Allens. I think there's room to accommodate moving Josh Dacos through the halfback flank. In the midfield, he's been there. All right, let's watch the pre-game presser, guys. Let's watch the pre-game presser. Let me put it on.
Together with Emirates.
Geordie's he's training well, so he's had a good week and he'll play. We were hoping that this was the game that we set him for, and he's ticked all those boxes, so he'll play.
When Lockie Schultz and Isaac Quain are both been training today, are they okay?
Lockie won't play. Lockie Schultz won't play. He's had gastro pretty bad actually early in the week, and we've just he's just not going to get up to play, so he won't play. And then Quainar's got a bit of the man flu, so he's progressing well. We're anticipating he plays this weekend, but he'll train tomorrow.
Does Schultz being out, does that open the door for maybe Joe Richards to come straight back?
Well, Joey's he's come fast because he literally was 3 or 4 weeks away. We were thinking he wasn't going to come this quick. It was unknown, but he's trained really well. He's put his hand up. It's going to be an interesting conversation.
There were reports that Josh Carmichael was set to meet with the AFL and the discussion panel and his future. Has a decision been made there?
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, Josh is going to meet. I don't know when. We're working through that. The poor lad's had a lot going on, and he's had to work through a lot of stuff off the field and on the field, and we're supporting him. All our thoughts are just with the care and support for him. But that's going to eventuate some time soon. I don't know when. Our thoughts and support is with him.
But Dan McStay, have you got a more concrete timeline around him, even at VFL return? Looks like every time we see him, he's doing more and more next week. Yeah, no, he's into full training now, and in fact, he did some work during the bye with the AFLW. He's been consistently training. Jared Wade's keeping that date close to his chest. He's not telling anyone, but clearly by watching him train, it's getting closer. Like he's running on top of the ground, he's marking the ball well, and it's all competitive work. So, not too far away when I thought. What we hear out of Sydney is Callum Mills, so that's a real wild card for them. Do you view Dan McStay in a similar way in the back end of the year?
Oh, well, Dan's at his best. Dan's an integral part of our forward line. We've had to, really Scott Selwood and the forwards have been incredible. Really, finding avenues to score through unconventional ways. Really, to have a marking presence and a marking contest there, we just haven't really had it. So someone like Dan, it's promising and exciting to think having him available at some stage. I think our team will be better for it. Yeah, Jamie's just started a mini pre-season, so he's only a few weeks away too. Again, I don't know exactly whether it's 2 or 3 or 4, but he's training like a guy that's not that far away as well. So these guys have been out for a long time, and you get to this time of year and everyone's sort of running into the ground. We're hoping that some of these guys come back and they'll be running on top of the ground, which the team will benefit from.
Just on the skipper fly, he was in for scans before the bye, and I suppose his numbers are probably a little bit down this year than what they were at this time last year, albeit he obviously had an Australian year. But how is he? Is he carrying a bit of an injury, and have you been tracking his form over the last couple of months?
Darcy, no, we actually caught up this week, Darcy, and had a really good one-on-one with him. I've been doing that with all the players, and no, I don't think it's obvious to the eye that Darcy's not at a level was last year in some parts of it, but there's other parts that he's been exceptional, and he's a work in progress like all of us. I think it's exciting to think if there's more growth in Darcy, then that's obviously better for our team. No, he's fitting well, but obviously we got high standards and expectations of all our players.
Just on tools, and we were talking about Sydney before. There's been a lot of noise this week about Logan McDonald up at the Swans and being a high supporter as a kid. How good would he look?
How many more Collingwood supporters as kids? We'd have them all. How good would he look in a Collingwood jumper? Was the question? Well, I'm sure you'll Photoshop that and it'll look pretty good. No, we can't make comments about other players from other clubs other than having a bit of a smile about what could be. I saw Marcus Bontempelli at a function the other day. He looked good in the Collingwood jumper too, but there's reality and there's the truth. Yeah.
We've got got a lot more magnets to play with in pre-buy. Talk us through midfield choices this week. It's going to be pretty tough in selection, especially with someone like Lockie Sullivan, who's played such an integral role with so many injured players.
Yeah, this is the challenge. And you go, you got these magnets back to play with and whatever it looks like. And but magnets don't win games. Magnets don't. Effort does, and roles do. And we've had some players that have done a great job in filling voids, but also doing more than that. Whether it's Lockie or Finn McRae or Joey Richards, these guys have come in and done great jobs for us. And it's a real challenge right now to think that someone coming in that's got great experience with his Penalty or to go with it, that's just going to be, now we're right, we'll just plug and play and we'll be away. No, that's just not real. And so we're going to make sure we drive those things.
Last year when you travelled up to the Gold Coast and in quite a cauldron with Collingwood supporters, do you expect to create the same kind of atmosphere again? Well,
I hope so. Everywhere we go, there's a loud voice for Collingwood, and we thank all the fans enormously for how far they travel and how wide they travel for us. It's a sellout game. I think it's sold out on Monday, which is, I think, for the first time in the history of the Suns. I know they've sold it out more than that this year, but we travel well, and we'll expect a black and white army there to support us.
What sort of tests do they pose? They've been pretty strong, particularly at home.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really big game, particularly around clearances and contests. They play well at home and we travel well. So this is going to be this is going to be one to watch.
Must be a big day for us. Tried to tag him a couple of weeks back, but kind of ran with the horse in the ground. What sort of value do you get as a coach when you have a midfielder who can play such large minutes in a game and do it at such a high level?
Yeah, well, you look at Errol Goulding. He's is that his name?
Yeah.
Errol? Yeah. I called it Eric, did it? He's playing 100% game time at the moment, and Nick's asking why he can't. Come on, let me play 100%. So we're, have a guy that high intensity running, but we moved him forward in the second half, and he kicks 2 goals, and then the last quarter he sits up 3. He's just such a talent. And, ideally you can just play him where the game needs you or needs him, and he's one of those players that. We get a few other guys back that might be some opportunities to do a few different things with Nick. But what a player when he's at his best. Huh?
Is that an actual target for him? Because Errol Gordon put that on the record himself that he's wanting to play 100% of the game. Is that something Nick would like to do?
Yeah, well, he said it out loud, so obviously he's wanting to. He's not playing far off that, but he's got an exceptional engine and he can run all day, and he's running harder at the end than he does at the start, which makes it really hard for him to tag.
And the flexibility gives you as a coach to have a player, not just to have a midfielder who can play such high minutes. What does it allow you to do elsewhere?
Yeah, there's a few different scenarios to that. Yeah, I think you reflect back to our last game, we sort of threw the magnets around at half time, and how he goes forward, and Nick goes forward, and a few other different, Billy Frenton goes back, still inside mid. That's something as a match committee we've really tried to create over the last couple of years, so then we can pull some levers. Someone like Nick to play big minutes, it does help other parts.
Just on Nick, there's a bit of a moment out there with Geordie when they're throwing each other around a little bit. It's not the first time this year either. How important is that, I guess, to the group dynamic, and can you shed a bit of light on there?
I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm not sure why they do it, but each of their own.
The Suns been really dominant at home games. So anything that you've been looking at to pinpoint what they're doing better at home that they haven't been able to replicate?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's the clearance, really. There's a drop off in clearances away, or winning clearances, and the impact of that compared to home and contested possession. So those things are a hallmark of everybody's game, and it's something that we really need to have. High intensity around, and we're going to get to work on that. If we don't, the fruits and there's the fruit in the pudding. I'm trying to make up all these the same as they are. No, they're incredible around the clearances, and we're going to have to match them in that part. Yeah.
Yep. Happy with how your team's tracking over third coming in the last game of the year.
Well, I think right now. We've been a work in progress in terms of trying to do what we can with the players that we've got available, and then, like we've spoken about, a lot of guys have stepped up and got opportunities. It's just such an even competition. The margins are so small. You'd like to think that some team that gets a run on here can really separate from the pack. This is the time to do it.
What was Mark missed the last game with a neck injury?
Yeah, Ola could be available. Yeah, he'll be available for selection. He's trained really well. We've got a few magnets that we'll have to make decisions around very shortly.
Just to be 100% sure.
Changes. Is there any risk associated?
Yeah, absolutely. I was sort of thinking that only this morning. Going, all right, this could happen if Schultz doesn't play and Quino doesn't get up. All these things. There's always every week you think about dynamics and chemistry and connection. My ground in the VFL have served me well for those things because at the VFL level you're having 6-7 changes every week. So coaching connection is important.
Just to be 100% sure. Kendall's my check all good through the session.
Yeah, those guys got through. So again, we got a bit of work to do, haven't we? Yeah. Thank you, guys.
What do we think? Bit to take out of that, bit to dissect, I think. I'll have a crack first. What's an important one is we don't want to make too many changes. 5 or 6 can be a bit excessive and can upset the synergy in the team as we know it. Does that give someone like TJ more of a chance to stay in the team? Maybe. Maybe so. Oleg Markov is available. So that will be interesting. But do you want to upset the apple cart? That's the question. Nick wants 100% game time. Was another interesting note. Fly said magnets don't win games. Effort and roles do. So does that mean I have to change the show name to moving the effort or moving the roles rather than moving the magnets? Because magnets don't win games. Mids. They're having a chat with Darcy, he's not where he was last year right now. So he's having conversations with Fly. So that's good to see that they're on top of that. IQ, Man Flu, Elliot, mini preseason, and McStay is still going to be an integral part of our forward line when available. What else did you guys think? So let's see. You need both VFL and AFL. Yeah, both teams need to be on the same page, of course. System-wise, definitely. Need a good blend of experience and youth, which is why we can't do too many. Nick playing full game time. Yeah, that was an interesting one. Loving your bromance with TJ. Back the man in. Give him a chance now. Come on. Woody. What's going on, brother? Here he is. You ready for a steak tomorrow? Or a Parma? Which way are you going to go? Which way are Manny coming on tonight? Manny, when are we going to see you in the post-game show? Huh? When are we going to see you in the post-game show? Well, let's have the AFL teams ready, guys. 6 minutes. Round 16 already. Isn't that crazy? How are we at round 16? God. Golly. What do we do with Sidey? Has wound back the clock last week, so I really don't know what we're doing with him right now. Well, we've seen he can roll through the inside mid if needed, which is good, which helps him. I think the wing probably still, especially with the amount. Oh, Manny, the link's not coming through. When your message before, when we're watching the presser, it doesn't show me the link. Palmer tomorrow for the Melbourne-Brisbane game at the Rossi. Fair enough. I had a calamari there last week. I was a bit disappointed. I got buffalo chicken as well. For some reason, I thought buffalo chicken is typically fried. It was like steamed. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't. I thought it was going to be like crumbed and crispy, and I was disappointed. Ashcroft is back for Brisbane. Happy for him. Good for him. Manny, if I check the stream live on my channel, maybe I can see the link there. Give me 1 second. Videos. Here we go. See comments. Just sent you a link. Nah, link's not popping up, man. So ignore me. The link is not popping up. What else are we thinking, guys? What else is going on? What's happening? Thank you, everyone, for joining Moving the Magnets tonight. No link. Could be a mod setting. Maybe. Let me see if I can do something here. Hotkeys, guests, general, shift videos, automatically add no, camera, audio, virtual background, recording, hotkeys, no, layouts, no, guests, can, straight, no, player sound, guests must, no. It doesn't, unfortunately doesn't allow me to check where the links, how to get the link into the chat. If you have Instagram, Manny, guys, by the way, of course, if you guys want to follow Pies Footy on Instagram, yeah, that's right, Woody. Makes sense, I suppose. But there's the Pies Footy link. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, and obviously Caleb is a part of the streams and the show, so he features on the channel as well. Do you guys listen to the podcast? And if you do you listen to the podcast on YouTube or Spotify? I'd like to know how do you guys watch the podcast? And what is your favorite piece of content from Pies Footy? Is it the docos? Is it the previews? Is it the reviews? Is it the live shows? Is it the podcast? Is it the opinions? Yeah. What is it? What do you guys enjoy the most? I'm intrigued. I'd like to know. Let me see if I can send YouTube. Yep. You think having a buy is a positive or a negative? It's a must. But Collingwood have had 2 buys, right? Or something like that. I've got a buy early in the year, before or after Hawthorn, I think it was. 2 buys is too much. I love the consistency, mate. That's my favorite content. It's reliable and I look forward to it. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's good to hear. Whisper Doco was wicked. It's funny, I was watching it back the other day and the audio was shocking. Like I look at it now, compared to like, say, the draft steals, I think the audio was good there. I'm starting to figure out like the best frameworks to make these documentaries as quickly as possible. I'm also downloading a lot of assets, a lot of videos from players so that they're ready to put in the... Never mind. It's an editor's thing. I'll speak to Woody about it tomorrow. YouTube, Craig. Good man. On TV, computer, what are we doing? What are you guys doing during this live stream? Are you guys sitting down? Are you making food? Are you on a walk? What do you guys do? Would like to see more from... What do you want from me, Woody? What do you want me to do? You want me to stream from the pub tomorrow with you? Guys, have you seen Wooden Spoon Data's latest video? Fucking unreal. Unreal video, and I'm going to share it. Give me 1 second. Wooden Spoon Data. Unreal video, unreal concept. What if super goals existed in the AFL? What if super... Yeah, here you go. Here you go. That's Woody's latest video. 16,000 views in the last 7 days. He makes, particularly in the last 10 minutes of the video, makes a really good case about the super goal. And he come, before the traditionalists come in and say, don't change the game, blah, blah. Just watch the video. Give it a chance. Watching daughter's soccer training. Nice. Who you guys, you from Melbourne, Craig? I used to play soccer. Used to be okay at it. What position does she play? Eating a steak. That's good. I'm going to get one tomorrow. Yep, I did. The super goal one. There you go, Woody. Benny Parsons is all over it. Like to see Ned goal in the first and get an idea of assets. Yep, 100%. I reckon his chance will be around the corner. Teams are in, Manny. My apologies. Let me get there. There we go. Teams are in. Refresh. We'll hit the trustful refresh lineups. Here we go. Oh, okay. Ooh. Can we let me zoom in on this? Oh dear. All right. Okay, Charlie Dean out doesn't surprise me. I did mention Charlie Dean he can't fit in the team. If Billy Frampton goes to the back line and Jeremy Howe's in the forward line. I think, unfortunately, Charlie Dean misses, and that's what's happened. Finlay McRae is the obvious one. Lockie Schultz, obviously ill. Reef McInnes omitted. I didn't have that in my books. I did not have that in my books there. I thought he was gonna hold. But I guess with Geordie available and Joe Richards, TJ omitted. There, the dream's over, guys. The dream is over. TJ, done. Maybe a late in if Isaac doesn't overcome the man flu. Joey Richards in. Good to see him back. Really keen to see if he can return to, or hold his form. Checkers, love that. The GOAT, love that. The GOAT, love that. Leggy, can't be mad at it, right? Can't be mad at it. Ben King, big problem. Big problem. I think Billy Frampton takes him. Darcy Moore plays loose. Billy Frampton played really well against Max King earlier in the year. Very well. Let me just pull it up for a second. Match stats. Was it round 2? 0-1-2. It was 0-1-2. Yeah? Round 2. St Kilda Collingwood. I think he had a bunch of intercept marks. Billy Frampton against Max King had 15 disposals and 5 intercept marks, 2 contested marks, 10 intercept possessions, which was a high amount, obviously. So those are the ins. Those are the ins. Those are the outs. Let's zoom out for a second here. Who are the emergencies? Finlay McRae, emergency. TJ and Charlie Dean, emergencies. Who's going to be the sub? Who's going to be the sub, guys? Who's going to be the sub? It would have to be, in my opinion, it's going to be either Oleg Markov or do you work Joe Richards back in? Do you work him in slowly? Oleg Markov, Joe Richards, or Lockie Sullivan. I don't think Lockie Sullivan is as versatile though, right? So I wouldn't think I would want him as our sub. That's my opinion. The Goey listed in the middle, but we know that's unlikely. Dacos, half-ball, this is largely just garbage, right? It's just garbage, right? It's just, they're just trying to create a mirage for the opposition. IQ, 100 games. Massive. What are we saying, guys? What are we saying? What's happening here? Let's see. Teams are in. Yep. Gippsland. Okay. Those ins are strong. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ins. It's a lot to change. It's a lot to change. One of them forced. I would have liked to see Reef or TJ, one of the other, stay in the team. Fuck. That's unfortunate. Round 2. Good day, Craig. How you going? Good to see some great players back. 100%. Ben King is the better of the two right now. 100%. 4 premiership players in. Markov, HH. I think Markov coming for the second half. I think Markov has to be the sub. I just can't see Joe Richards. I can't see Joe Richards being a sub. But if he's 100% and they're ready to go, then start him. He's in our best 22 clearly at the moment. TJ, so sad. And like I said, Lockie Sullivan. He's now it's very clear. He is clearly fighting for that Tom Mitchell position, guys. It's Lockie Sullivan or Tom Mitchell. Right now, I still go with Tom Mitchell, I think. I know. I'd still go Tom Mitchell, guys. I think Lockie Sullivan now has to lift. If he wants to keep his spot when Tom Mitchell is available, I think he needs to lift 30%, right? He plays that contested role, feeds it out of the contest. Maybe he can find a goal. He's been missing a few shots here and there. He converts a few of those. He starts asking some questions. That's what I think. Look how strong our team just got in a week. How good? How good's that? How good is that? What else? Sullivan sub? Nah, I don't think so. Trilogy. I don't think so. I don't think he's got the versatility. I think Lockie is out and out a contested player in the guts. Doesn't have much breakaway speed. You want a bit of speed coming into the game in the second half. Oleg Markov, perfect for the sub right now. Would have had Rafe McInnes there, but that's me. Huge opportunity for Lockie. Hey, take it easy, Woody. See you tomorrow, mate. See you tomorrow. What else? Shall we do a best 23 between the two teams? Shall we? Do you guys want to do a best 20, best 22, 23 between the two teams? Should we try and put that together? Yes or no? Let me know. If you don't want to do that, we can continue to talk. But if we want to try and put together a Gold Coast / Collingwood team, let's do it. Pendles to zone into the middle from half back. So you reckon he'll start in the half back flank? Maybe. Maybe that helps our ball movement woes. And then rolls into the middle in the stoppages as well. Have you heard anything about Richard's contracts other clubs that are sniffing around? I heard of that a week or so ago. Nothing since. I think it's early days. We probably still need to see a bit more from Joe Richards anyways. But all signs point towards he's going to be a mainstay in our side moving forward. So Reef needs to go back to VFL and start ripping games apart. And as soon as McStay is back, I don't think it's a game. Yeah, probably. It's just hard at VFL level. Look at Kruger. Kruger never really tore the VFL apart. And I'm not saying he's torn apart the AFL, but he's performed very well at AFL level. And you probably don't get that level of effort and performance at VFL level for Kruger. I think it's the same for Reef. Unless Fly says, hey, mate, go back to the midfield in the VFL and give us 25 and 2 and give us something to think about. Can we put you in the midfield? Give us something to think about regarding that. Best 23 is all on the right-hand side of the page. It's a fair call. Dean, a little bit unlucky. Yeah. But it's unfortunate. There's just no room for him. And as Stav says, it is a good headache. Moving Crispin into the middle has been awesome, but we throw him back now for some... That's what I've been saying. That's what I'm saying, Stav. I said in a podcast with Caleb, I think with the depth we're getting back in our midfield, we'll probably see Jack Crisp, Nick Dacos even sometimes feature off the halfback flank. More so, I'm not willing to die on the hill that that Nick Dacos will return to a halfback flank role in some sort of capacity. I think there might be times, but definitely Jack Crisp before Nick Dacos goes to the halfback flank and gives us some 1-2 punch with John Noble. John Noble doesn't really have that dance partner. They've tried steel side bottom. Didn't quite work, in my opinion. They tried TJ. They tried TJ, and they tried Isaac Quaino's not the guy. He's not that guy to be running off the halfback flank. He will forever be etched in as a lockdown intercepting defender. I don't think he has the same zip off halfback that a John Noble has. Who else have we tried Oleg Markov? He'll get a chance at some point, but I don't think he's the long-term solution. So what do you guys think? Bo needs to pick up a bit. He's been really quiet, all pressure, everything else has been very poor and just doesn't kick enough goals. I just think with Bo, what we've got with Bo is what we're going to get. I don't think his ceiling goes much higher. I don't know. Ask me the same question 8 weeks ago. I say throw him in the midfield, get him to do his thing, give him a chance there. I think it's going to take some time. And right now, his pressure is enough. For me, his pressure alone is enough. Hopefully the last of the match changes need to get settled for the run home. 100%. 100%. A lot of big changes. Fortunately, we still have 8 or 9 games. So make the big influx of changes now rather than doing that later. Ed Allen, is that more long-term? Off the halfback flank? I don't know. We'd have to see what his ball use looks like because, yeah, he's still young. Bo to run with Anderson or Miller. Maybe a Miller. It's probably more suitable, Jimbo. I think Bo showed a lot as a... Yeah, sorry. So, yeah, Bo showed a lot as a run with on LDU. 20 disposals for LDU in the first half. Fly says, right, Bo, run with LDU. Bang. 10 disposals for LDU in that second half. Chalk and cheese. Night and day. Men, evening. Good to have some cattle back finally. 100%. Theon, how's Japan treating you? How is it? What's the weather there today? Come on. Tell me. Here you go, guys. By the way, if you haven't seen the ins, there's the ins. Who's it? Who are the umpires? Do we get a refresh on the umpires? Nick Foote, Lee Fisher, Curtis the Boy, Brent Wallace. What do we know about them? What do we know about those umpires? No Matty Nichols there, so that's positive, right? The tag is back. Bo is that guy. Him. Fantastic. 28 today, brother. Unreal. Unreal. What does a 28 feel like in Japan? Does it feel like a 28 in Melbourne? Are you from Melbourne or Sydney? You're a Collingwood supporter. Surely you're from Melbourne, right? Hey, I mean, no shade if you're from Sydney. Just logistically speaking, right? Yo, the teams are out. Yes. There you go. Have a look. What do you think, Gozzy Gamer? What do you think? I was surprised with Reef McInnes more than anything. I thought, I was optimistic about TJ, hopeful, but I'm more surprised with Reef more than anything. If IQ doesn't get up, TJ comes in, I think. Charlie Dean, like I said, Billy Frampton into the back line, Jeremy Howe forward, Charlie Dean out. Or Jeremy Howe and Billy Frampton in the back line. You can't have Jeremy Howe, Billy Frampton, Darcy Moore, and Charlie Dean in the back line. You can't. Fisher always gives us a rough run. Let's see how it goes. Wasn't Fisher the same umpire from the Saints game? Can't remember. Humid like Queensland. I'm from Melbourne, brother. Danny Nong. The Nongs. I grew up in Narre Warren up until I was 4 years old, if that counts for anything. I do have family, Mauritian family in Dandenong. Reef out. That's a shock. Yeah. That was my shock. That was my shock for this, to be honest. So, yeah. What are the other news? What's the other news for the other teams, guys? Any other teams that sort of interest us right here? Melbourne, Brisbane, that's kind of relevant, isn't it? It's always relevant. Will Ashcroft in. Jake Lever's back. Salem injured again. Okay, cool. Good to know. North versus Doggies. Wardlaw concussion. Aaron Norton back. God, Beveridge added again. Caleb Daniel out. Omitted. Sam Darcy. Forever haunting Charlie Dean. He's back. Bulldog's going to be a problem, guys. Bob, is your birthday? I hope you're not trolling. I will say happy birthday, though, Nika. Happy birthday, Nika. The midfield going to be powerful. Is Jed Walton injured? He's a beast. Is he listed? I think he was omitted. I don't know. Can't remember. Sydney versus the Dockers. Geez, if Freo want to make a statement, it's got to be this game. Pierce out. That's going to be a big miss. Big miss. And Draper and Walker, not necessarily a like for like for an Alex Pierce, if you ask me. That will be a big miss. What else have we got? Adelaide, GWS. Is Walker back? Is Thilthorpe back? No Thilthorpe yet. No Thilthorpe. Cogs is back. That will be huge. They've struggled without Cogs, guys. They've really struggled. You guys are funny. I said Nicka. Nicka. Get over yourself. Get over yourself, you troll. Josh Carmichael and might end up retiring from concussion. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. Guys, in the UFC, when you get knocked out, right, the UFC don't allow you to fight typically for at least 2 to 3 months. So if that's anything to go by, if you get a concussion, guys, we're getting into this. This is like dangerous territory, this conversation. But if you, let me get my beautiful, ugly face. Yeah. So with that in consideration, UFC, they must know a lot about concussion. If you get knocked out, you're out for 8 to 12 weeks, right? Before you can fight again. You can make the case that, yeah, AFL was not a combat sport, but the fact that you're going back on the field again within 2 weeks and risking getting knocked out again because it is a contact sport, then what's that, right? Like you're never going to see in the UFC, you're not going to see a fighter get knocked out and then come back 2 weeks later and then get knocked out once again. It's an interesting case. And I don't know. I actually don't know how it works with the medically forced retirements. Is that AFL? And guys, don't shoot me, but is that the AFL looking after their pocket and being proactive? Is that what that means? Based on this evidence, ex-player Josh Carmichael shouldn't play footy because he may endure long-term head trauma that results in CTE, dementia, whatever it may be. Should the onus be on the player at the end of the day? Should there be a waiver? Should the player say, hey, I want to play. I've signed it away. I just want to play footy. And I will be liable for anything that I have to deal with post-career. Let's see. I think the severity of concussion in combat sports is worst in most cases, but it's definitely something we just gloss over. Is it though? Like, I feel like we see some pretty fucking brutal knockouts in the AFL that will rival the KOs you see in footy, in MMA. I reckon Carmichael more than likely would end up being retired. He had 3 knocks in 9 months. I reckon he'll be retired. Yeah. Who knows? Do helmets help? Not sure. Don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an expert. That's the cop out. I'm not an expert, guys. Bob, go away. You stink. You stink, mate. Fuck off. Yeah, poor TJ. Poor Reef. Poor Reef more than anything. What do we got for dinner? What have we got for dinner? I'm thinking dinner, guys, in about half an hour. Salmon, spaghetti, and garlic bread for me. And what else am I going to have? Might have some raspberries and mandarins and strawberries for dessert, I think. How exciting. Boring, right? Putting Frampton in the forward line is weird. I don't think he's going to play forward line anyways, to be honest. I think he's in the back line. Mason Wood early in the year was a nasty one. I think that was a Collingwood game as well. Yeah, it was. That was disgusting, wasn't it? Happy to get Pendles, Checkers to go back, but for the Suns game, it's massive for us. Might tip the balance our way a bit more. Yep. God, I can't wait. Guys, I'm doing the watch-along. You guys, who's going to be here for the watch-along? I'll be doing the pre-game show and the watch-along. Caleb will join in halfway through the watch-along, give or take, after his footy match. And then we'll do the post-game show as well. And then Caleb and I are going to go out for a late night dinner for anyone that cares. We're going to go for a dinner at like 8:30 so that we can do the post-game show with you guys. Lasagna. Nice. None of that, Bobby. None of that nonsense. Don't be silly. I had some ravioli. Bento chicken, sushi, and that's nice. That's Japan culture. Pizza. Pepperoni. TJ will be better from this. Yeah. Bobby, I don't want to do it, mate. I don't want to do it. I don't like I don't like silencing people. But if you frank it one more time, I'm going to have to get rid of you, mate. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it, but I'll give people chances here. I would like to, but I'm not a great watcher with others. I'll jump on for the pace. Nah, fair enough, mate. Totally fair, Benny. Sullivan to be the sub. What do you think? What do you think, Stealth? I would say Markov. I'd say Markov. Faster across the deck. Sullivan not as fast. Needs speed. Speed injected into the game. That's a 2-minute noodles. What was the guys? Here we go. Now we're on. Let's look at this for a second. What was the noodles? The classic 2-minute noodles cup. 2-minute cup noodles. Was it the fantastic big bowl? Oh, I can't spell, but there we go. Who remembers this? Where is it? Who remembers this one? This is goated, right? My favorite type of noodles from back in the day. Put down. We'll see. We'll see if Bob wants to fuck around again. Fucks around. He's gone. Richard's back in. Huge. Would love to see more. Lipinski's going to have best on ground game against the Gold Coast. Hopefully, Sam. Welcome to the stream, Sammy. He was more quieter against North Melbourne than his previous games. He's a top 5 sneak for Copeland Trophy right now, if you ask me. Corn Jack and Fish Bites. Sub Maggie. What does that mean? What were those? Is it the chicken biscuits? They were fucking unreal as well. They had their time. Who remembers those? Who remembers that? Too many memories with him playing junior footy. Yeah, you played junior footy with him? That's cool. Where did you guys play, Sammy? You and Lipper. This is unbelievable, this here. Roll-ups as well. They were good. Roll-ups were always good. Can't go past some roll-ups. Yeah, chicken jumps. Unbelievable. LCMs. Can't go past that. Can't go past the LCMs. Choc chip. Roll-ups, unbelievable. Incredible. Still around in a biscuit. Chicken jumpsticks are unreal. Yep. Anybody else think shapes are overrated? Anybody? Shape's overrated. Surely overrated. Rich is probably one of our best younger talent. I like Sullivan and Harrison. Totally fair. Sunny boys, mates, lollies. The Sunny boys. What's that? Is that the ice cream? Yeah, we're the Sunny boys. Wasn't a big fan of them. I was more of a Golden Gay time. These, Caleb and I had plenty of these after school. Straight to the milk bar. Into charcoal chicken, large chips, gravy, and a large green V. Barbecue shapes are the best. Nah, get out of here, Benny. You lost me here. Stay away from junk food. Come on, Georgie, let us have some fun. Come on. What else was unbelievable back in the day? What was nostalgic? Guys, has anyone had these? Anyone, please. Tell me. Has anyone had these? These are unbelievable. Nari kebabs. Any kebabs from any place is generally pretty good. Because you just know what you're going to get, I feel. That could be a hot take. Yorgos, you got to live a little, you know? Ignorance is bliss. We'll enjoy it until we can't. Super Duper. Yeah, Super Dupers were good. 24 in a pack. They were good in the summertime. Nippies. Bread stab. Nippies. Caleb loves Nippies. Okay, he'll love that. He'll love that watching this back. Nippies. Cole's home brand choc chip cookies. Top tier. Coles home brand choc chip cookie. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, these go hard. They slapped. They were always. My mum always used to shop at Aldi as we got older. So a lot of Aldi products in my Bobby, I'm gonna have you're gone. You've wasted your last life. I'm gonna have to cook you. I'm gonna put you in a timeout, okay? And if you come back a better man, if you learn from your past transgressions, Robbie, then we'll have you back. But for now, timeout, mate. Timeout into the corner, the naughty corner. I couldn't get Raf, I could never really get around a chicken roll. I can't get around a 4 and 20 meat pie. I can't really get around that. Oat milk. Yeah, chalky oat milk. Unbelievable. Bob doing a Michael Richards impression. His book just came out. Scar Lee, chocolate Bavarian cheesecake. Any chocolate cheesecake? Come on. Come on down. What else? Come on. I'll give you a couple more, guys. I'll give you a couple more bangers from the past. Come on, Cass. Think, Cass. What did you used to eat too much of back in the day? I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left for you guys. Enough of this. Enough of food talk. What were those circle pick? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. There you go. Milky Ways, yeah, good. I like the Boost Flake. I don't like Cherry Ripe. I don't like Turkish Delight. Love the Crunchy. Love a Kit Kat. Yeah. Arrows were okay. Tiny Teddies. There we go. That's a throwback. Tiny Teddies. Fuck yeah. Tiny Teddies. Choc chip. That's the one. Oh, make me cry. Make me cry, these ones. So good. With some milk. Come on. Hold on, guys. We forgot one thing. Nesquik. Come on. Nesquik over Milo. Clear. Easy. Tastes like garden rose. Yeah, no good. Might be unpopular, but 12s are the best chocolate bar. 12s are good. Stealth. I'm not opposed to that. It's a fair call. Yeah, wagon wheels are good. Look at that. Reese's are good. Reese's are good as well. Reese's, the peanut butter one. Nesquik, yes. Violet crumble. Maddie, love that. Lolly Gobble Bills. Is that the ice cream with the bubble gum in the middle? Lolly Gobble Bills Bombs. Oh, bombs is in it. It bombs, yeah. No. What's the ice cream with the nose as the bubble gum? Old Gold. Yeah. Dark chocolate. You know, it's okay. If you want to feel healthy, you have an Old Gold. I have not had them. Oh, Bubble Bills. There we go. Bubble Bills. Ice cream. Yeah, I remember that one. Bubble Bill. Everybody remembers. Whiz-Fizz was good in a Melbourne show bag. You know, we go to Melbourne show, you'd get bare Whiz-Fizz. You get heaps of Whiz-Fizz. You get heaps. Did anybody go to Intensity in Chadstone? Did anybody remember that? Where you play your games near the old Hoyts? Who remembers that? That was a fun place to visit. Sunny Boys. Didn't really. I think we brought them up before. Yeah, we brought them up before. Digsby. They're okay. They're all right. What else, guys? Come on. We're flowing now. We've gotten a few. We've got Tiny Teddies. We've got Nesquik. We've got Bubble Bills. Coles home brand choc chip cookie. Oreo wafers. Golden Gay Times. Tiny Teddies. Snakes. Sour worms. You can't go wrong with some sour worms. Not these ones, though. I forget. Sour squirms. I think they're the sour squirms. There we go. Purple and green sour squirms? Fuck me. What was your lunch order? Oh, here we go. Lunch order, Singapore noodles. Singapore noodles was always a good one. Hot dog. Chicken balls. Pause. Oreo cornetto. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. Oreo cornetto. Chicken nuggets, obviously. Snakes alive. What's that, Digsby? Snakes alive. Nah. I've never been a big fan of Allen, to be fair. Tim Tams, yeah, obviously. If you want to say Tim Tams, you may as well say Maltesers and Ferrero Rochers, right? Ferrero Rochers, they're goated. Can't go past that. Can't go past that, can you? Anybody hungry? Who's ready for dinner? Mick, what's going on? Yeah, we're past all the team talk. We did the pregame presser with Fly. We watched that, and then we also did the team. We looked through the new teams. Reef McInnes out, which was interesting. TJ's out. Lockie Schultz ill. Finlay out. I think there was someone else that's out as well. I forget. Charlie Dean as well, which was. It's tough, but it was expected, in my opinion. Anyone remember the Arnott's Quattro biscuits? Tell me, but I swear anyone I asked about them doesn't remember them. Well, let's ask Google. Arnott, sorry. Quattro biscuits. I've never seen them. How old are they? How old are you, Mostradamus? This must be from the 90s. I remember these ones. I've seen them. This is a throwback, though. Anthony, have you ever had those chocolate-covered rice crackers from Aldi? Can't say I have. Can't say I have. Let's have a look. No. No. No, I have not. Have not. Stealthy. Paddle pop. Yep. Milo. Have you ever had my mate, and he got me on this. Have you ever had, we haven't mentioned Nutella, but peanut butter, you put some milk, soy milk, almond milk, cow's milk, whatever you want, put it in the jar, mix it. Unbelievable. I'm telling you here. I'm telling you right now. Maltesers are great. Ghost drops over Warheads. There. Jaffas. Savoys with cheese and tomatoes. Okay. Moving the stomachs. It's not moving the magnets anymore. We've transcended. We're past that. Mars bars. Yes, Charlie Dean is out. Magnum ice cream. Can't go past Magnum. They're unbelievable. To go. I'll catch you later. I'm going to watch from the start. See you, Mick. Enjoy the stream, mate. You've been unbanned, sir. But Bobby, last chance. I promise you. You're gone after this. Bobby's taking the piss. He's taking the piss, but he's just having a laugh. But if he fucks around again, he's gone. Bobby, you're not far from being shoved, mate. Sherbet Fountain. Sherbet Fountain. All right. No, never seen them. Never seen them, Matt. Betty Burgers have a peanut butter thick shake. Okay. Hey, guys, don't knock this until you try it. I think I've mentioned this before. Toast with melted cheese dipped into your tea. English breakfast tea, preferably. Trust me. Hold on. Seriously, look at me. Look. I'm serious. Toasted Breville with cheese, melted cheese, dipped into your tea. If that's too much for you, Vegemite on toast with butter, dipped into tea. Okay? Bobby, you're gone. Gone. Bobby, gone. How do I ban you? Ban user and delete their comments. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it, guys. I really didn't want to get rid of him. I didn't want to get rid of anyone. I don't want to get rid of anyone. But you take the piss and you want to troll that much. Bobby's gone. See you later. Bruh, isn't the bread going to... Bro, bread. Stab. Bread stab. Trust me. Try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Proud of you. He's done plenty. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Bob's gone. Alias Bob is gone. Troll is gone. Guys, toast with melted cheese dipped into your tea. Trust me. Try it. Get back to me. Let me know your thoughts. If you don't want to try that, Vegemite on toast, I'll accept that dipped into tea. Try that. Okay? They were good. They were 49, so it's 80s thing. Sherbet fountain. It had... I don't like licorice. If it's red licorice, I like it. Let's have a look. What's it called? Sherbet fountain. Oh, I just had a look. I just had a look. If this is the same Bob, hey, Bob, don't. If that's you, no, he's got so many. He's got burner accounts upon burner accounts. Crumpet's good. Crumpet's good, Theo. Hey, Bob, don't do it. Favorite drink. Hey, did anybody used to mix Fanta with Coke? I used to do that all the time. Fanta and Coke, undefeated. Thoughts, feelings, emotions? Am I a bit? It can't be, says BT. Oh, man. What do some people do with that? Bobby, what's going on? Come on, man. Can't we just be friends? Fuck it off. Coke and Fanta, come on. Mix it. Give it a try. Bob is a real character. He might get permanently banned soon. It might be impossible. You can't cancel people these days. They've got too many burner accounts. Too many burners. This, by the way, Marty, this at the moment goes hard. So it's just coconut water. Coconut water in a can goes really well. And then the Mount Franklin, I'll show you for reference. You guys need to try this. This, if you guys have like a real soft drink addiction or you like the fizziness, have Mount Franklin sparkling water. I think it's passion fruit. It's a soda water version. Yeah, you guys need to try this here. So this here, really nice. If you guys want zero sugar, 0 calories, healthy, a good replacement in lieu of soft drink, that's your go-to. That really quenches my fizzy thirst. So that's it for me. Vodka, green tea, and energy drink. Yeah. I can get around a V. I can get around a mother, a monster. I used to drink spiders for dessert when I was younger. I remember the spiders. He bobs up with new accounts. Mello, how are you going? Welcome. Love it. What are you guys talking about? Maybe it's not the Bob Troll. I think it is. Favorite childhood show. I was big on Cartoon Network. I was big on Disney Channel. Disney Channel was Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, That's So Raven, Corey in the House, Sweet Life on Deck, Lizzie McGuire, admittedly. From Cartoon Network, I loved Johnny Bravo. I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog. Ed and Eddie was a good one. Those are the ones for me. Fragile Rock, Herman. Actually, don't recall. I don't even know what those are. Cat Dog. Corey in the House is a great anime. Astro Boy didn't get around that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, big Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. Can't lie. Cannot. What else? Roger Ramjet. No idea. Were these based in the 90s, Theo? Get Smart. Was that? Yeah. Wasn't that a movie? Best show. Skippy. Like the vid. Speaking of liking the video, guys, make sure if you haven't, if you like the stream, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Yeah. That would mean a lot. Seinfeld and Fraser. Yeah, brother, I'm 45, so a while ago. Yeah, nah, fair enough. Theone. Is your name Theone? Is it Theo? I think I've asked you this. Apologies if I've forgotten. Yeah, George Costanza, Seinfeld, Frasier's good, Friends is good, The Office is good. What else did I watch back in the day on tap? Yeah, most of my childhood resided in Disney Network and Cartoon Network. And WWE. I was massive on WWE. WWF, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, Edge vs. Christian, the Dudley Boys. That was me. And that was Caleb as well. Caleb loved. We used to kill each other. Like his stream. He doesn't discriminate people, different culture. There we go. You've just exposed yourself, Rob. Fuck off. Home and away was regular back then. Couldn't get around that, Benny. Couldn't get around that. Kane, yep. Goldberg, Cactus Jack, Cena. I know all of them. Big Ref Machine. Big Red Machine. Is that Kane? Love WWE, bro. Now you're speaking my language. Corey Rhodes. Corey Rhodes is more contemporary, more modern. WWE. Can't say I get around it too much these days. Red. I was very familiar with the World Game with Les Murray on SBS, if I'm not mistaken. But I didn't really watch it, if I'm being honest. I just watched the games. Land Before Time. Skippy could drive a four-wheel drive. Big Popper Pump Scott Steiner. The Comedy Company and Fast Forward. The Undertaker is my goat. Any Hardy Boy fans? Jeff Hardy? Matt Hardy? Leader? Rowdy Roddy Piper. Yeah, no, you couldn't get away with that these days. Hey, what was the movie where they did a blackface? It was it wasn't Ace Ventura, was it? It was no. What was it called, guys? I've completely cooked this. What's that show where they did blackface? I forgot. It was that movie? It was a popular movie. It is a popular movie. Jeff was good. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. No. Mick Foley was good. The Rock. Batista. Randy Orton. Tropic Thunder. That's the one. I haven't watched it. Is it good? Is Tropic Thunder actually good? I've heard it's like you said, it's probably a movie you can't make these days, but is it good? I can't go to the cinemas anymore. And I struggle to watch Netflix shows these days. I really do. I think for me, when I'm watching a show or watching a movie, I don't want any political context in any of the shows. I think there's a space for that exists already. Leave it there. When I watch Netflix, I don't want to see this, that, and the other. I want to watch the show. That's why I go to anime now. That's why I watch YouTube, because I choose the content I want to consume. I don't have to cringe at things I'm hearing or seeing in the movies or the shows that are just not. I don't have any interest. I don't have any care for it. I want to fucking switch off. I don't give a shit. Tropic Thunder. RDJ was crack up in it. Robert Downey Jr. It's great. Who was your favourite Collingwood player? Pendlebury. Clear. Pendlebury. He played an Australian role. Okay. Tom Cruise, an absolute scene still. It's not political. It's good fun. Yep, agree. The Boys made me switch off. I haven't watched The Boys. It's all documentaries for me now. Yeah. That's fair call. At least you know what you're going to get with the documentaries, right? There's no narrative that can be. You can't put politics into the pyramids. You can't put politics into those sort of things. That's you can't put politics into a Nick Dacos documentary. I mean, yeah. Hornswoggle, Dane Swan, Peter Dacos, Gavin Brown. Shame Callum and Tyler couldn't live up to the hype of or the expectations that their father upheld. at AFL level. They Live is a clever political movie, but disguise it as aliens. Interesting. Do you think wokeness is creeping into AFL? Would you say that's what's this? I think I think wokeness is ubiquitous in society. It doesn't matter where you look, unfortunately. So that's my short answer. Can talk about that for days on end. It's like a documentary in the guise of an action movie. Cool. Yeah. There's just like I said, when I watch footy, when I watch movies, shows, I just want to be able to switch off. And when politics creeps in, and the conversation of politics is a whole nother thing, but just having political worldly issues flooded in my face when I'm trying to switch off is not what I want. That's the bottom line. Thank you. Appreciate it. Did you guys like the Dane Beams one, the trade? Talk about the trade. Did you like the the Collingwood verse or the Collingwood 1990 season one? Did you like that? The Carlton comeback in 2022. They're like more minis. I will be doing a Scott Pendlebury documentary. I'm looking to probably release that pre-finals. I don't know if there's a week off before the final series, but if there is, I'll put out the Pendles documentary then. Should be grateful we live here and not in America. Civil war right now. Yeah. I wish we were less ashamed of the Australian flag. Wish we could just wear that with pride. But, and again, it's another conversation. I like the draft stills video. Thanks, Digsby. Raf, see you, mate. Have a good night. Can't wait for that. Langles was such a fun one. Yeah, he was good. Such a shame. Imagine Tom Langdon, Nathan Murphy, and Darcy Frampton. Darcy Moore as your three-pronged key tools in the back line. That would have been good. Yeah, it was a gun. He was a gun. Babe! Lily! Is dinner ready? It's ready? The garlic bread? The pasta? All right. Guys, dinner's ready. I'm starving. After all those nostalgic looks at the snacks, the drinks, desserts, it's time to go eat, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you Saturday for the pregame show. Be there in 10. Salmon spaghetti and garlic bread. Pre-game show, watch along, post-game show. See you Saturday, guys. Have a good night. Go Pies.